Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? Well, it is Sunday at, let's see, 11:26 a.m. in San Diego. And I am right outside Breakfast Republic, which is the place that we ate the first day that we got here. And we were getting hungry, and then Fufu and Jesse texted Alex and said that they wanted to leave super early to meet up with some of Fufu's friends who are going to the music festival today as well. So they're leaving at 1. So Alex and I are going to eat breakfast, and then they're leaving. So I have like the whole day to myself, and I wasn't gonna go to the casino, but I think what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go back to the hotel room after Alex is done, and I'm gonna film a couple videos. I think I'm gonna do a hotel room and hotel tour for the review channel, and then I'm going to review the movie that I watched last night, because I finished watching, did I vlog about this last night? I watched that movie Midsummer last night, so I'm gonna do a review of that. And then I have a drama video that I'm gonna film, get those uploaded. Then I think I'm gonna go to the pool for like an hour, and then come back and take a shower, and then I think I'm gonna head to this casino. It's the one that's the farthest away, but Jesse's gonna let me use her car. It's called Pachanga, I think. So I'm gonna drive up there and kind of just stop at some places along the way that I see that are pretty, and maybe film some of that. So I will show that for you guys as well. And yeah, I'm gonna maybe like eat dinner up there and then do some gambling and then come back. So I'm excited. It'll be a fun little day, and I will show it to you guys. Bye. Hello, 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 I'm back again. I've already started it, so you get 2 hello, hello, hellos today. Here, I'm gonna put you on the, you're on the lamp right now. And Alex left his coffee, so I'm gonna drink his coffee. My coffee is over there. I'm getting ready to film some videos that you can see. Here you go, I have a towel on the floor over here. So I don't sit on the carpet. And then I set my camera up over on the ice bucket. And then I have the natural sun of San Diego behind me. So I'm gonna film a couple videos. Fufu drove over here and picked up Alex and me, and then we drove over to his friend's house where they're all gonna take like an Uber or a Lyft from there. And then I drove the car back here. So the hotel said I could use the garage and all that kind of stuff for the night. So I have the car for the day, and it is 2:29, so I am going to, it's just been such a great day. It's so relaxing. I literally feel like we have been in San Diego for like 2 weeks now. I mean, we've had such a great time. When we went, you guys, this was so cool. This literally, you guys, look at me, I look horrible. Never happens to me. But we went to this restaurant called Breakfast Republic, which is like hands down like my favorite restaurant we've been to here. And the waitress that we had the other day, I can't remember what her name was, but she was fantastic. And so she came over to us, like, because we sat like at the bar because there was like no seats to sit, and they have this really cute, amazing bar. And it's actually the countertops that we want. We want to do like concrete countertops in our kitchen. So we were sitting there, and she came up and she was like, "Oh my God, you guys came back." And I was like, "Yeah, we love this place." And Alex was like, "This has been by far the favorite restaurant we've been to out here." And she was like, "I was really hoping you guys would come in." She goes, "Because I didn't realize what a big deal you are." And I go, "Huh?" And she goes, "Like half of our staff watch your videos." And I was like, "What?" And she was like, "Yeah." She was like, "When you left the other day, she was like, one of the bartenders was like, 'Do you know who you were serving?'" Which cracks me up like so much. I mean, it's so sweet and it's so cool, but like it totally cracks me up too, you know? And she was like, "Will you write her out something, like, and then I can give it to her when you leave?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, sure, what do you want me?" I'm like, still like, people, it's so crazy to me that like anybody outside of, you know, I don't know, my own inner circle of Alex, the dogs, you know, and Tanya Jean knows who I am. And so, so she was like, "Will you write something?" And I said, "Yeah, sure." And she goes, "It's her right over there." And it was like one of the bartenders. So she was like literally right in front of us. And you could tell she was like kind of doing this thing where she was like, when she would walk by, she'd kind of like try to avoid eye contact or something, but she'd be kind of like doing one of those. It was so cute. So anyway, when she was standing there talking to me, I said, get her. I said, get her to come over here. So her name is Bailey. She said she watches all my channels and all my videos on all my channels. So Bailey, how are you? I said I was gonna give you a shout out on my drama video, and I will too, but so she came over. I said, girl, I said, thank you so much for watching my videos. And she was like, oh my God. She was like, no, I love you. I love your videos. She was like, so many people around here watch your videos. I was like, that just means the world to me. Thank you so much. So when she walked away, she was so sweet. And when she walked away out, she was like, oh, and the first thing, I said, which channels do you watch? The first channel she said was Peterisms. And that is so funny, because that is what people always say the first channel they watch is Peterisms. So when Alex, when she walked away, Alex goes, maybe we need to move to San Diego, because you've gotten noticed more here than you ever have in Indianapolis. I was like, I know, but I kind of like, this is the thing. It's like, if people see me out in public, please come up and say hi to me. Like, I make videos because I like people to watch the videos and I like interacting with you guys. So when you come up, you know, it means the world to me. It just totally makes my day. And I want you to know that. So I don't know, it's weird. Like, I couldn't do it like all the time, you know what I mean? But like if I was like, I couldn't go to the grocery store like James Charles or something. Like, I'm not somebody that I think would want to ever be like, I don't really know how they deal with it, honestly, that you can't like go into a grocery store or just like into Starbucks or something like that, you know? But that don't happen to me, so come up and say hi, because I love it. I think it's really fun. And she totally made my day. So Bailey, thank you so much. That made my day. And they were all of them. I will tell you one of the things about the people that work out here in San Diego, every restaurant we have gone to, the staff at the hotel here, it's just absolutely phenomenal. I'm gonna do a whole, I think I already said this, but I'm gonna do a whole like hotel room tour and hotel tour and stuff. I'm gonna either film it today, unless it gets too late, or I'm gonna film it tomorrow and put it up the next day, so we'll just see. But, I mean, everybody here has been fantastic. It's just, everybody that we've encountered in San Diego is so nice. I'm really impressed with the city. And, it doesn't surprise me. Tanya loves San Diego, and it doesn't surprise me. There's a very, very laid-back vibe. Like, in Miami, I'd say around 6 or 7 it switches, and it gets very dressy. You know, like, you start seeing, like, evening gowns on the street. But that's not here. And maybe that's just because we're in Pacific Beach. Maybe, like, in La Jolla and other places, it probably is a lot more like that. But even when we went to dinner in La Jolla the other night, it wasn't like that. It wasn't super dressy. It was pretty casual, you know? So I don't know. I mean, we were at a really nice restaurant, and there were people all around us that were like in shorts and hoodies and flip-flops and stuff, so. But yeah, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna make my videos now, and can I just show you my view from my bed? Like, this is so fantastic. Look at this. Like, I could wake up to that every single day. So anyway, all right, you guys, I will be back in, oh, am I really close up? I'll be back in a little while. Bye. Well, I'm done. I'm filming my videos. Now I don't know what to do. That took me about a half an hour, and I'm like, well, I don't know what to do now. Woo, 50, and I like to kick. I like just like sitting here on the floor because it's so comfortable. I don't know why. And yesterday when I was filming my videos, I got so many comments from people. They're like, here, you can see, I'm like sitting on a towel. I was like so worried about it because people were like, is this better? No, that's not better. People were like, oh my God, you're sitting on a hotel room floor. Hotel room floor is the most disgusting thing in the entire world. I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna sit on a towel, cooties. Everybody said that yesterday. So anyway, I am sitting here. I'm gonna go through my bag for a second because I need some chapstick, is what I need. Oh my God, I was thinking earlier, do I have any gum in here? But, so anyway, I am so happy. I'm uploading my videos, and it is, really, it's still, yeah, it's pretty early. I can't see the clock. But that only took me like 35 minutes to do. And so I'm like uploading my videos, and I was like, I wish I had more videos to make. I would make more videos. But, so I'm like wide awake. I'm not in the mood for a nap whatsoever. So I think that I'm gonna call Tanya Jean and check in on the dogs. And then I am going to maybe take a shower and, I don't know, put on a cute outfit. I don't really feel like doing my hair today though. So I'm gonna wash and condition my hair. Oh, I wanna go to the pool maybe for a little bit. It looks nice outside. I don't know, maybe I'll go to the pool for an hour and then take a shower, and then I think I'm gonna head up to one of the casinos. So, yeah, I'm excited. It's been like a good day so far. Alex texted me and they're just heading out and they're real excited about the music festival. They were like hanging out over at Fufu's friend's house. So yeah, it's been a good day. And then tomorrow we're going to the zoo. We're going to the zoo. I think I've lost some weight since I've been here. I feel like a little bit thinner. Do I look thinner? I don't know. So anyway, yeah, I think that's it. And I thought, well, hell, I got this all set up while I'm sitting here, so I might as well vlog just for a second so everybody can see. I'm sitting on a towel. I got my coffee right there, do you see? I'm not sitting in Cootie City. Cooties! Bye. Okay, I'm back. Well, I'm not gonna obviously vlog like this, but I'm getting ready to head to the casino. Aphrodite and I are trying to figure out a time to meet up, but it's looking like it's probably not gonna happen because he is so booked. Oh, I'm gonna get some chapstick and I forgot it. Wait. Fufu's girlfriend's got lotion. She doesn't have any chapstick in here. I'm getting ready to head to the casino. I'm gonna go to this Verona casino because it looks like it's the closest one. I went down to the pool for a little bit. And I mean, literally like 15, 20 minutes. And then I came back and I took a shower and it won't load the directions. Like, it's really weird. Like, the internet is great, like, in the room here. I love this hotel, I just have to say. I'm, like, super impressed with this hotel, everything about it. They put little cookies out, like, warm cookies that they just cooked at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm gonna have to probably go out of the garage to do this. They put out warm cookies and lemonade. It's so sweet. And they do turn-down service with little chocolates on the pillow and stuff like that. And they're just, the only thing I will say is that today, when they came and they cleaned the room, like, they moved everything. Like, I couldn't find my bathing suit. They had it, like, over with Alex's stuff. And they took my computer case that had, like, my memory card and stuff in it, and they put it, like, on top of the TV. I was, like, looking for it forever. I was like, where is this thing? Well, I can't find it, so I'm gonna have to go out. But I'm gonna head to the Verona Resort and Casino. I think it's, like, 44 minutes to get there. So, yeah, it's 6:15 right now. And Tanya Jean just texted me. And, oh, here it is. Okay, 43 minutes. You can go, okay, I'm gonna take the 43-minute way. 43-minute way. Alternate route. So I am heading out, and when I get there or afterwards, I will come back probably like this, hi, and I will feed you guys in on what I do while I'm there. Bye. Okay, I made it to the casino. It is, let's see, 7:12. It took me like about 45 minutes, an hour. I stopped and just got gas because I wanted to fill up her tank for her. And you guys, the drive was so beautiful. I love, like, going places when I'm traveling, like, to go, like, around and just see, you know, the part of the, you know, I mean, we've been in Pacific Beach the whole time, so just to see other parts of the city or parts of the state that I wouldn't normally see. It reminds me very much of Arizona over here, well, obviously, because, you know, it's the West, but, it's like the Southwest, but it's, well, Southern California, is it considered the Southwest? I don't even know. What an idiot I am. But anyway, it is absolutely beautiful, you guys, and it was a real easy drive. I don't really like driving places that I don't know, and I was getting kind of nervous when I first left. And then I was like, okay, Peter, come on now. And it was a really, like I said, it was a super, super easy drive. And yeah, it was great. I talked to Tanya for a little bit and checked in. The dogs are doing fine. She said PP is doing really, really well. And I'm getting my money situated here. And that was about it. It was a nice drive. Alex just texted me as soon as I got here, and he was like, what are you doing? And I was like, I just got here, and they're having fun. And I think they're a little, like, I don't know, like they went early, and I have a feeling that they're kind of not wanting to stay the duration or something. I don't know why I get that impression. But, so yeah, and I'm heading inside. I don't know if I'm going to see how late the buffet is open. The buffet is open, and I may eat it or I may not. Supposedly they have the best buffet in California. The Barona Casino is rated the best casino in California. I kind of feel like I should probably go to the buffet if I'm here, but I'm not super hungry right now. So I'm thinking about maybe playing for an hour and then seeing if I get hungry afterwards. But I don't know how late it's open. I should probably check and see. So, now I don't know what the other casinos look like, but if you're in California, if you're in San Diego in this area, and you're ever wanting to go to a casino, I would definitely suggest this drive. I mean, it is majestic. It is beautiful. It was weird, because I was thinking, it kind of reminds me of, it's open till 10 p.m. So it's 7:15, so I got 3 hours. I was thinking that it's interesting because, you know, like when you're driving, it kind of reminds me a lot of like Southern Indiana, and you're driving around, you know, and all that kind of stuff. And it's like, it's hilly like that, but the topography is like, that sounds so like, I'm such a map person. But no, like, you know, like in Indiana, we have like these huge trees, and it's like, you know, rivers and, you know, lakes and stuff like that. And then you come down and it's like fields and farms and plains and stuff like that. But like, you know, out here, it's these beautiful vistas, and just, the skyline is just gorgeous. And so, I don't know, it just is really, really pretty. What did he text me back? Oh, he said Cascade just ended. They left early last night. I'll be surprised if they stay the whole time tonight. Or are you having fun? So anyway, I'm gonna go in and I am going to... Tanya said she misses me. She misses me. I'm gonna go in and gamble for a little bit and then go to the buffet, I think, if I get hungry. And yeah. I brought my other battery in case this battery dies. Wouldn't be a car vlog without another battery, right? All right, you guys, I will be back a little bit later. Bye. Okay, I'm back. My casino night is over. And, where are my keys? I was like walking out of the casino, you guys. And I was like, oh my God, do I not have my keys for Jesse's car? It is... Let's see what time it is right now. 10:06. I'm gonna take my watch off. I was not there very long. It was okay. I wanted to go do something tonight. I had a good time. I had fun. I wanted to go do something tonight. I just didn't, I like got here, and I think like just like the going and getting ready and doing something and the ride was a little bit more fun than the actual being here. You know, like when I go with Valerie, that's fun. But like I got here and it just was like, it's massive inside. How do I turn this air off? Because it is so cold there. It's massive inside. So I walked around a little bit and I was like trying to find some machines that like I hadn't played before. And so I found this one machine and I sat down there and I played for like an hour on this machine. And made some friends. Some people came and sat down next to me and talked to me and stuff. It was fun. But anyway, then I was like, I'm gonna go eat the buffet. So I showed you guys, well, I don't know if I'll end up including it. I'll probably forget. But I took like I just won't include it because it's just, I know I'll end up forgetting anyway. I'd taken a video. When I first got there, you guys, the line to the buffet, it's supposed to be like the West Coast best or California's best buffet or something like that. I think this thing is like, hold on. But anyway, so the air is still on. Why is it so cold in here? How do I turn it off? I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, here it is. It's cold outside, you guys. I can literally see my breath. So I went back, when I got done playing, I went back over to see, because the line at the buffet was like super, super long. And when I went back over, there was like just a little bit of a line. This guy was getting really frustrated though. You pay and then you put your ticket down and then they like have them in a row. And so like the next person gets called and then the next person, the next person. So we're all just like waiting there to get called. And like people go over to see like where their paper was. And he goes, don't touch the papers. It was this guy that was like waiting to be seated. He was like, you're not supposed to touch the papers. And this girl goes up and she like like looked at the papers. He goes, he like walked up, he goes, I don't think you're supposed to be touching the papers. I go, and I looked at the girl, she started laughing. I go, they're very important, they're FBI papers. Those are FBI papers, don't touch them. So then she just started laughing, and she was like waiting for her husband. He like walked up. And when her husband walked up, she just looked up and shook her head and was laughing. And the guy was like watching her, and I looked at her and I go, I dare you to touch him. And they started laughing. But anyway, so I went and ate the buffet by myself. Okay, let me tell you, this buffet was $44, you guys. It was like $44.95, I think. I just put my money away. I don't know how much it was. I saved the receipt. Did I save a receipt? I don't think I did, actually. It was $44. Here's the thing, okay, about buffets that I haven't really, I did the Cosmopolitan, but other than that, I can't think of another buffet that I've done since I've been a vegetarian. They suck for vegetarians, okay? So this one, first of all, it had seafood, and then it had like all this meat and steaks and stuff like that. But then it had like a sushi station, and then it had like Italian food, and then like Chinese food, and they had them like, and it said like Chinese food over the top of it, and it had all this. But the only thing in the Chinese food area was white rice, which I got, and I put some soy sauce or pot sticker sauce or something on it. And then how do I get the my windshield is frosting up. I can't see anything in here. Okay, here's how you do it. So I had that, and then some like veggie spring rolls, and then I got some macaroni salad and macaroni and cheese. But when I got over to the table, and then I just got like pieces of cheese, and and a piece of garlic bread from the Italian station. There was like nothing for me to eat there, and I paid $44, probably $44.95, I think, for me to basically eat nothing and be hungry. I was like, oh my God, this sucks so bad. So I was sitting there, and so I was going to tell you about the Italian woman that cooked the Italian food for me. So I'm sitting there, and I go to sit down, and I start to dive into that macaroni salad, and before I eat it, I look, and there's like bits of like, it wasn't bacon. I don't know what it was, like little bits of ham or something, and I was like, sweet Christ, there is nothing for me to eat here. So then I didn't want to touch the macaroni and cheese, so I went back up, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna have her make me some fettuccine Alfredo. So she made me fettuccine Alfredo, but like at the very end, she like started pouring all this wine. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was water. I go, is that water? She goes, oh, it's wine. And she goes, you don't mind, do you? I go, I don't want wine in it, I'm sorry. It was like a lot of wine. So anyway, it just was like one thing after another. It was totally not worth it. But like, if you eat crab legs, because they're like, Melissa and Jason would have died because they love crab legs. If you eat crab legs or any kind of meat, I noticed at the very end, they had like this, it's called American Barbecue. Like each of these little sections had titles to it. It was kind of cute. At the very end, they had this American Barbecue section, and this was when I was full and had eaten my pecan pie with whipped cream on it, a little bit of tiramisu, and I had 3 desserts. What was creme brulee. Those were my 3 desserts. But they had some kind of interesting ones. They had like a chocolate lava cake, and you could like have her make you something, this woman that was working there at the station. People were super friendly in there, but it was huge. It was huge. This casino, I was kind of surprised, actually. Like, when I looked it up online, I didn't think it would be that big, but it was. It was big inside. I mean, compared to the Indiana casinos, it was big. Well, maybe not. Maybe not any bigger than Indiana Live, I don't know. So now I'm heading home. Alex was texting me in there. He's sending me videos of Cascade and all that kind of stuff. So, okay. Let's see. I want the 42-minute deal. Here it is. Okay, so I am now heading on my way home. How does this work? There's this thing here. I don't know what you do with it. But anyway. So I'm on my way home now, or back to the hotel. I'm kind of ready just to get into the hotel and put my pajamas on and relax a little bit. They're not doing anything, I don't think, afterwards. So it's, they should be done here by the time I get back. If they do, I don't know, maybe I'll go over to their apartment. Fufu has to work early in the morning, and Jessie has to leave for her work trip. So I have a feeling they probably won't do anything. And then we're going to go to the zoo tomorrow, unless something else comes up. We plan to do something else. I don't know. I know everybody's like, you have to go to the zoo. I'm like, I could take it or leave it as far as the zoo goes, you know. So anyway, yeah, I will be back when I get back to the hotel. So I kind of wish, like, you know, I drove here and it was light outside, and now I'm driving back in the dark, and I'm kind of like, I wish I could vlog while I was doing this and you guys could keep me company a little bit, because I don't want to get lost, but I do have my GPS. So, all right, you guys, I will be back in just a little bit. Next time you see me, it's like, snap the fingers, I'll be there. I'm back. I'm back at the hotel room, you guys, and I am super tired. I'm trying to, like, figure out how, like, will it sit like that, or is it gonna fall? I'm super tired. So I'm gonna wrap this up in just a second. I got back here and I was like, I thought I would kind of get my second wind, and then I was laying in bed and I was watching this show called The Righteous Gemstones. It's on HBO. It's like about this, it's kind of like, do you remember like it's about like this evangelical family, like evangelists, like televangelists, kind of like Jim and Tammy Faye Baker, but it's like a drama kind of comedy. I don't really know how to explain it. It's good, but like I'm like have no idea how many episodes there's been of this, and so I just kind of like walked into an episode, or I started watching it at the beginning of the episode, but I don't know how many there's been before it. It's good though, so if you've never seen it before, you should check it out. But yeah, I'm like getting tired, and Alex is on his way home, so when he gets, I'm gonna wait for him to get home, and then I'm gonna go to bed, because I'm like, ugh. I was kind of hoping there'd be a movie on HBO, because I didn't want to buy another movie on here, and I've got some movies on my computer, but I really didn't feel like watching a movie on my computer. I wanted to watch like something on TV. I was hoping there would be like a good movie on, let me see, I was hoping there would be a good movie on, what do you call it, on, oh, it just ended, look. Well, here, you can see it just ended. I was hoping there would be a good movie on HBO, so maybe something will be coming on next. This is like the weirdest angle. I had it perfect, and now it's screwed up. Come on, sit right. Well, it doesn't really matter, does it? Anyway, so yeah, I'm just waiting for him to get home, and then I'm gonna go to bed. I'm really tired. Was talking to my friend, God, I was talking to my friend Valerie a little bit earlier, and there, oh, that's not bad. Nothing exciting. It's funny because a lot of people were like, they like the travel vlogs, but then a lot of people said that they really like the car vlogs too. I was reading the comments on it, and they were saying that they, you know, like miss me just like being in the car, because they think that you get more more of my attention, which is probably true. I was gonna read through some of the comments on here. On the vlog, do it for the vlog. Let's see. Glam with Ann. Hi, Ann. Said, I like the travel vlogs as well. This cracked me up. Jaden said, the cool thing about Google Maps when you're walking is that it doesn't work and has never worked. That cracked me up. Linda said, hey, Linda. She comments on every vlog. Whenever, wherever, and however do you vlogs, I'm in. Hey, thank you. Bonnie said, I truly believe when you dream about someone they are visiting you, that twinkle in your eye is back, so I can tell you got some sleep. Oh, thank you. I did get so much sleep. Like, this has been, like, I was telling Tanya this earlier because we were talking, and she was like, how's the trip going? I said, you know, it's been just, like, a really, like, relaxing trip for me. It's been awesome. Like, I haven't done a whole lot, and it's just been really nice to just kind of like sleep and get like 10 hours of sleep and get up and go to brunch and just kind of hang out. And like tomorrow we're gonna go to the zoo, and then we'll probably come back and, I don't know, take a little bit of a nap, and then maybe go out to dinner with Fufu or something tomorrow. So yeah, it's been nice. It's been a really, really nice vacation. Robin said, I like the car vlogs, but don't stop doing travel vlogs. I haven't, LOL, I haven't been watching the travel ones as quickly as the regular ones, but I have had an insane week, she said. Stephanie said, currently working on homework late at night. Oh, I hope you get good grades. Kelly said, oh, okay, Kelly said, I read this one earlier. A good horror movie that I can recommend is The Green Inferno. It's so scary and good. Okay, so this is so funny. I had heard a recommendation for that movie, like somebody had told me to watch it, like 2 years ago, and I wanted to see it so bad, and so, I finally got it and saw it. I can't remember how I saw it. I think I got it on like Amazon Prime or something. I saw it, and it's so bizarre. Like, if you, I don't even know, you can't even explain it if you haven't seen it. It's so bizarre. But yeah, it was good. It was really scary. So yeah. That's about that. And then, I don't know what else. Oh, I was gonna read some more of the comments. I'm watching and loving your this is a Nashville girl, and loving your San Diego vlogs. Just saying, by the way, on my recent road trip to Vegas, Taco Bell was one of our go-tos. Oh my God, I got so much crap for eating Taco Bell. You guys, like, let me have it. I even said I thought it was stupid that I went to Taco Bell. I mean, I knew that that was stupid. Mary just said car. I guess she likes the car vlogs better. Gina said any kind of vlog. I understand why you guys like the car vlogs more. I mean, you're used to it. First of all, what? Succession? I've never heard of this. Why can't there not just be a movie on HBO? Gosh. Do you know what I know? This is so crazy. My grandma used to have one of these. I just saw it. Oh my God, and that's so funny because on the front of it, look, it says Succession. But do you remember these? My grandma used to get these back in the day, these little HBO things. It has this. So let's see. What is Succession? The Righteous Gemstones. That's what it was. The show that I was just watching. And now Succession is on from 12 to 1. There's no movies. Then Ballers. Who's Mr. Right? That was on earlier. I was kind of watching that. I thought that was kind of cute. Do you guys like Real Time with Bill Maher? I don't know how you pronounce his name, but anyway, I don't watch that show. But I watched a little bit of it earlier. It just... Oh, last night I was watching it when we were going to sleep. And Alex goes, are you watching this? And I go, kind of. I'm kind of just listening to it. I don't know really what I think. Alex watched this Happy Death Day 2, and he said it was really good. So anyway, yeah. Hi. Do you ever make funny faces? So funny. Tiffany said, okay, this was at Horror Hound weekend. You are so trusting. This is when, like, Michael Myers came up with a knife to my throat. She said, you are so trusting. I'd be so scared one of them was an actual killer. I mean, Michael could have actually cut your throat. Yeah, that's how my mind works. I didn't even think about that, which is so funny. Oh, I know what I was going to say. Oh, somebody said, my Jewish mother always said to dream of the dead means good news from the land of the living. And then somebody said, Sydney said, oh, hey, Sydney. Said, also Jewish moms make Jewish penicillin to make you feel better. I don't know what that means. Julie said, I love both vlogs. Love seeing how you are out and about. And Alex. Oh. Okay, I want to see what somebody says. This is from Gen Xer. As far as the movie Midsummer goes, now I'm afraid to watch it. When you said it leaves you with that weird feeling you can't describe. I'm picturing the weird, gross feeling I got after watching A Requiem for a Dream. After all these years, I still can't unsee what I saw in that movie. Ugh, it was so disturbing. Hope you're both having fun and getting a great dose of vitamin C. Oh, she put SEA. That's cute. It's sunnier here today. I'm about 1.5. I'm at about an hour and a half. 1.5 hours away from San Diego, so hopefully it is there too. It was beautiful today. okay, I digress, said back in 1995, 97, back in 1995 to 1997, there was a coffee shop in Hillcrest called Euphoria. It was the coolest place to hang out for coffee. There were books to read and the occasional musical guest. One day I was in there studying, and guess who walked in? Jewel. I totally love Jewel. My first boyfriend and I, our song was that Jewel song. You know that one, that real famous Jewel song? I don't remember. Who will save your soul? Totally unannounced, and she played Who will save your soul? Oh my God, on her guitar. I had no camera or anything to capture the moment, but I'll never forget how cool that was. I digress. If you don't have a picture, it didn't happen. But anyway, but that's really cool. I was just thinking the other day, what happened to Jewel? As far as the movie Requiem for a Dream, which is like probably one of the most realistic drug movies ever, addiction movies ever. It really, really is. And do you know what's interesting about that movie? Is that that movie was so far ahead of its time, because when you think about the mother, I can't remember who the mother was that played the part in Requiem for a Dream, but she got addicted to, what do you call it? Diet pills. And that was like before the whole like metabolite thing happened, if you guys remember that. I don't know if you remember that. And they took all that stuff off the, like you can't buy it anymore, and you couldn't buy it in gas stations, ephedrine and stuff like that. Do you remember that? That movie was so realistic, and it just was like the whole heroin thing. I mean, that was before we saw this huge heroin epidemic in our country, you know? And it's just really, really scary when you look back on that movie. The movie was so well done. It was horrible, horrible movie. I mean, horrible because it just was so sad and so tragic, but it was really well done. Okay, so Midsummer's not really like that. Midsummer is spookier than that. Midsummer is like, I don't really know how to explain it. We can go watch my review. It's just, it's so bizarre and so out there. It's like, what, you like are like, what did I just watch? Like, it's crazy. It's just absolutely crazy. So, yeah. And that's about it. So I understand, ow, I just hit my foot on the edge of the bed. I understand why you guys like the driving vlogs, because it's like I'm in a car and I'm talking and all that kind of stuff. And I understand that, you know, and it's like a little bit more fun because it's like I'm having a conversation and I don't get distracted and all that kind of stuff. I totally understand it. But, you know, just got a couple more nights and then I'll be home. I miss my dogs. I can't wait to see my dogs. I always miss my dogs when I'm away. That's why, like, when, you know, like, we talk about going to, like, Thailand or somewhere, I just don't know that I would want to go away for that long away from my dogs, especially not with PP being sick. You know, I think in the back of my mind, I always think to myself, well, those are trips that we can take, like, when they're not here anymore. But then that, like, makes me sad. I don't even like thinking that way, you know, that there'll be a day that they're not here. Boo and Tucker are like so healthy, you know, fingers crossed. They're so healthy, and, you know, little dogs live to be pretty old sometimes. I don't know. I'm hoping that they do well. PP's doing great, you know. I asked Tanya today, I said, how's he doing? She said, fine. I was like, is he coughing? She goes, I haven't heard him cough. She's like, he's taking his medicine, he's eating, he's running around outside. She's like, he's having the time of his life, so. Oh, I miss them. I miss all those little guys. I miss them in bed with us. They're so funny. Little, I call them little faces because they have, you know, little faces. So I was like, I always say, little faces, little faces. Do you remember that song from, I think it was the show Weeds. I only watched like 2 seasons of that show, but do you remember that show? It was like, little houses, something like that. So I sing the song, I go, little faces, little faces. Because they have little faces. PP little face is just about that big. But I miss them and I can't wait to see them. I don't know what this show is, but looks like something political. Oh, God. Don't you hate when you're in a hotel room and you literally have like one channel? There's nothing else to watch. What does that mean even? Do you guys ever just get on Instagram and then you like, I am so totally, like, I get taken with the, ooh, those are cute. Look, these look like every other shoe I own. Look at this. These Bass Regions. Aren't those cute, though? Do you ever get on Instagram and you just become obsessed with, like, the... Oh, they have them in 2 different colors. Look at that. I might have to get me some Bass Regions. More to love. Whatever I get. I should just probably just go to the Bass store. They have a Bass outlet here. Loafers and drivers. That's what I want. We have a Bass outlet in Indiana. That's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to try them on. Larson Plaid Weegens. Look at these for Christmas. Can I just show you these real quick? Look, they're plaid. Do you see? They have plaid on them. Why would you even want those? Somebody could pull them off, but I'm not that somebody. I would like think I could, and then I would be like, oh, what were you thinking with those shoes? My husband a couple years ago just got straight up penny loafers, and they look so cute on him. And I should have just, that's what I should have just done, instead of always trying to like, ooh, I like these. Replicate the look. I just heard somebody at the door. Hello? Is it my husband? He would have texted me and said he was here. Some of these shoes are ugly. Some of these shoes are cute too. Oh, some of these shoes are on sale. Ooh, look at those are on sale. Yeah, but those are like summer shoes. Do you ever like buy summer stuff in the winter? Like, because then like, you're like, oh, I'm saving money for next year. Because then I'll wear them next year. And then like summer comes around and you never wear them. I always do that. So stupid, isn't it? Anyway, I sit here and I like go through these stories on Instagram. And then I'm like, oh, I should. Toddy Westbrook posting one picture after another of her playing piano. People are like, she plays piano so beautifully. What is Laura Lee saying here? I think this is the funniest filter in the entire world. When people use that, I think it's so funny. She literally has. Do you ever just do this? This is what I do. I like go like those are people's stories because I don't care. I don't think Aphrodite and I are gonna meet up. He was texting me earlier. Did I say this already? He was like, he had something he had to go to tonight, and then he was like, "What do you?" He was like, "What are you doing tomorrow morning?" I was like, "We're going to the zoo." So I don't know what time he's leaving tomorrow, so I don't know that we're gonna be able to meet up. Which kind of makes me sad, but then maybe I'll just make a trip to go out to Austin at some point. I've wanted to go to Austin, Texas anyway. I want to go to Port Arthur at some point because that's where Janis Joplin is from. Anyway, so would you care to go see Janis Joplin's hometown? I don't know that I really do care about that. I do kind of want to see Graceland though. That's like on my bucket list. Is that weird? Does anybody else want to see Graceland? I want to go to Memphis. Somebody put on my video, I watch Midsummer and it is seriously not right. It is seriously not right. It is so weird. Alright, you guys, listen, I'm going to get off here. I know that these vlogs are not the same as if I'm driving around car having a conversation, so we will be back to that in a couple days, and until then, I'm just gonna, tomorrow I'll probably show the zoo a little bit and show you what me and my husband are up to and all that kind of stuff anyway. And then we will resume with the car vlogs when I get back to Indianapolis. So, My hair doesn't look too bad for wearing a hat all night long, does it? Anyway, I hope you guys are having an amazing Monday, amazing beginning to your week. Unless you have other plans, but like I always say, do not have other plans. Make the most of your day, make the most of your week. Structure. What was I gonna say? Schedule, structure, structure your week so that you plan in some fun into your week. Like, oh, I'm gonna do this, or oh, I'm gonna do that. And because life is not a dress rehearsal, so make the most of it and do something fun. And if nobody else has told you this today, I love you. Make sure that you look at yourself in the mirror every single day and tell yourself how important you are, and that you do daily affirmations every day and you say in the mirror, I love you. And make sure, most important, there, it went out of focus. I say that and then it goes out of focus. And most importantly, make sure that you pass it on to somebody else and let them know how important they are to you. Call somebody up and say, I just wanted to let you know I love you and I was thinking of you and you are important to me in my life. So anyway, make sure that you do that. It's important. All right. I love you guys and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya. Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? Tonight? Well, I did it again. I slept straight through the night. It is currently 6:08 a.m. on Saturday. So this is Friday's vlog. But I feel really rested. So the reason why it's a problem is not so much that I'm getting up at 6 a.m. and filming my vlog, which I'm sure is strange to a lot of people, but it's not strange to me. Actually, I saw my neighbor yesterday, my new neighbor that moved in. She was like, you have kind of crazy hours. And I said, yeah. And she knew that I like make videos for YouTube. And I was explaining to her what I do. And I said, you know, sometimes I like to go to sleep with Alex. And so like, I'll go to sleep with Alex and then, I'll wake up and be like, oh my God, I forgot, you know, I still have to go vlog, and I'll go outside and I'll vlog and whatever. And she was like, that's so much fun that you get to do that. And I was like, yeah, I love it, you know. So anyway, it wouldn't really be a problem today because I would go back home and maybe go back to sleep for a couple hours, although I'm weirdly like awake. And I think the reason is because I literally got 7+ hours of sleep. I slept straight through the night. I mean, I was out. I remember like Alex and he like put his hand across my chest and we were like talking about today or Saturday, and I turned like, and I was like, good night, babe, love you. And I like turned over and I was out. Like, I don't remember anything after that. And he was on his phone when I told him good night. So it is cold in Indianapolis. It is 30 degrees. Oh, but the reason why, like it usually wouldn't matter, but today it does, is because today is Carlitos' birthday party, which is at 2 p.m. And I'm meeting Alex there because he has like work stuff he has to do today. And then I got some water before I left. I was so thirsty for water. You know, and of course I want to make videos and stuff. So we've got to figure out a time to do that because we're apparently going to his birthday party at 2 o'clock. I'm sure that will probably go 2 hours, 3 hours, and then we're supposed to go back over to Carlos and Liliana's for like, to hang out and do like birthday cake or something over there. So it'll end up being this very long deal. Well, I also have my audiobook that I have to listen to. And so my plan had been to really drive around tonight, Saturday night, and listen to like 4 hours of it. That had been my plan, to listen to 4 hours on Saturday night and 4 hours on Friday night, sorry, and 4 hours on Saturday night, and then have the whole thing done. I know there are some people that are like so confused right now, like what day it is and whatever, watching this. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. It's like Janis Joplin said, it's all the same effing day, man. But you know, like, I was gonna listen to 4 hours on Friday night. I was gonna get my vlog done early, and then, because that's why I laid down at like 10:30, and something like that, and I was gonna lay down from 10:30 to like 11:30, I think is when I set my alarm, and then get up, and I was gonna vlog from like 11:30 to 12:30, and then I was going to listen to my audiobook till like 4:30 in the morning. And then tonight, I was gonna listen to like another 4 hours throughout the day, and then I'd have the book done. Well, now I've screwed myself because it is the day before the live stream. We may have to move the live stream. I just don't know how I'm possibly gonna get this book done in 24 hours. I don't know, I need to talk to Mel about it today. I mean, it's not like it's a huge ordeal. There's only like 30 people that come to the live stream, which is great, you know. I mean, I've never in a million years thought I'd ever have a book club that had that, you know, 30 to 50 people that attend. Here's my coffee lip balm. There's like 2,000 people that are active, like, well, 2,000 people in the book club. And of course, not everybody reads the book every month, but there's quite a few people that read the book that just don't come to the live stream. I would do the live streams on YouTube since I figured that out. But last time we guested a bunch of people. That water tastes so good. But last time we guested a bunch of people. And I want to be able to do that again, and you cannot do that on YouTube Live anymore. Plus, I can kind of like moderate what's going on a little bit easier. The fact that it's smaller, I don't know, keeps it just a little bit nicer. So, because it doesn't go so fast, you know. So that's supposed to be on Sunday at 4 p.m. I'm gonna have to talk to her today and see what we're gonna do. I don't want to go into it just not having finished the book. I like the book. I just don't know that there's any way that I can possibly get it done. That means I have to listen to 9 hours in 24 hours. I just don't know that there's any possible way that I can get that done. So anyway, but I had kind of planned that on Saturday I wasn't sure that I was going to make videos anyway because of Carlitos' birthday party, and I just kind of wanted to be with family and stuff. So I was like, well, maybe I'll just take the day. But on Friday, because I was so busy, I had like all of this sobriety stuff to do on Friday. I was like, I had like this commitment in the early evening, and then I was had to meet with a friend of mine in the afternoon. I was like, well, maybe, but I ended up making videos on Friday. So, okay, what did I do? I got up, and like I said, this vlog, did I say this already? This vlog is not going to be super long. It just can't be, you guys, today, because I have too many things. I'm on my way currently, well, I'm in the direction of, whenever I finish vlogging, I'll probably go in there and do it. I'm in the direction of going to get Carlitos' birthday present. Alex already got him something. He got him a bunch of Spider-Man stuff. Apparently when he was at Target. So Alex got off work yesterday and he went over and picked up Sarah, and then they went to Target and he bought Carlitos' birthday present. He was gonna get it from both of us, but I was like, no, I wanna get him something too. So when he was there, he FaceTimed Carlitos and like was showing him stuff, and I was like, well, that makes it real exciting for the kids. So he got him like the Spider-Man stuff. He really wants a remote control car, so I think I'm gonna get him a remote control car is what I'm gonna do. People are up and early at Denny's this morning. So yeah, that's the direction I'm going in. But anyway, what was I gonna say? So this is gonna have to be a short vlog today. I got up on Friday and I'm trying to think of what I did. Oh, like I got up and I took the dogs out, gave PP his medication, and then I had to like leave and get out of the house because I had to go meet up with my friend. And So I went and met up with my friend for coffee. And then I had a bunch of errands to run after that. My day seemed to go so quick because I didn't leave there until like 3. And then I had to be at this recovery commitment thing at 5. And so it was like my day went super, super fast. I came home in between and I filmed. Did I do it afterwards or before? No, I did it afterwards. After, so like I'm just saying it was like an hour long. It's like an hour and a half long. And then I got home about 6:45 and I filmed a video for my Peter Mon channel, and then I filmed a video for my Peterisms channel, and I wanted to do a review video, but I didn't get to it. And not enough hours in the day. That's how I feel. I was thinking about this yesterday because I announced my book and my Peterisms channel that, so I'm going to start doing this like every month on my Peterisms channel. I'm going to read a book. There's going to be like, it's like kind of like a read-along, not necessarily like a book club, but like a read-along. Self-help or motivational book. And so for November, I'm reading The 4 Agreements, and by Don Miguel Ruiz. I've never read it before. I heard it was fantastic. And, but I was thinking about you know, like how in my life I've had people like criticize me and be like, you're always starting things, you're always like new ideas, and you sometimes like don't like your ideas never, you know, come to fruition, but a lot of times they do, you know. A lot of my ideas that I've started, like a book club or like a vlog or whatever, have taken on a life of their own, or YouTube. You know, when I started doing YouTube on BookTube, that was like when I was committed to like posting regularly. I never thought, and I mean, I never in a million years thought that it would turn into this, you know, where it literally became my life. I just really had no idea. And that was just 3.5 years ago. So it's crazy how, you know, much your life can change in such a short amount of time. I posted this picture yesterday on my Instagram, and I was like, can't wait to be back. It was like from Miami, and I was like, can't wait to be back in Miami, or be back in Miami next week or something. Will be our second home, hopefully very soon or something. Oh my God, I got so many people from like my personal life that called me and was like, are you moving? Did you not tell us something? Blah, 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 whatever. Like Melissa texted me and she was like, are you moving to Miami? What's going on? I was like, Melissa, we were just at your house last night. Don't you think we would have told you? And, but we have kind of been on the down low looking at houses, and it's been very exciting. We have some areas picked. And we kind of did anyway, that we, like, areas that we were looking at. I would love to be right in South Beach, but that's just not realistic. It's just too expensive. And as much as I like that Brickell area, which is one of the areas that we looked at, I just don't know that we can afford that. Like, I just think, I mean, I just don't want to be house poor for a second home, you know, that we're not going to be in all the time. And it's not really in an area that you could Airbnb it. I mean, you could, but I don't know that. I don't know. And that's not really what I want to do with a place anyway. Like, if I have my own second place, like, I want to have my own second place that I can go to whenever I want. But, so anyway, yeah, I don't think I really want to say a whole lot more about that right now. But we are seriously starting to look at some places. The other thing is that we would never move completely from Indianapolis. We would go back and forth. PP had a great day today. He was weird. I don't know if maybe it's the weather and now he's used to it or what, but he woke up today and what is this sandwich called? It says, is it called the Pilgrim? And it's like all turkey. The Pilgrim, it is. And it's like, oh, a Thanksgiving feast in every bite, and it's cranberry sauce and turkey and at the Get-Go gas station. They should sponsor my channel, the Get-Go, for me sending people to go eat their Thanksgiving feast sandwich. See, that's like something that sounds good if I wasn't a vegetarian. But like turkey almost sounds worse to me though than a cheeseburger, in all honesty. PB did great today. I think he coughed like once the entire day. And he was super active, and he was running around in the backyard. I don't know if maybe he's just, now it's 34 degrees, that's so weird. Maybe he is just used to the weather. I think what happened was the night before, I had felt bad for him because he just seemed so hungry. And he doesn't like that food. So I gave him like a huge plate of Boo and Tucker's food, and he literally ate it down in like 2 seconds. And I think it just made him sick. I think like he was like his little stomach couldn't handle it, and I thought I was doing something right. You know, he just hates that food that he eats. Like he hates it. Like tonight we put it down and he wouldn't eat it. And you know what was so funny was I stood in the kitchen finally and I was like, PP, I was like, that food is perfectly fine. You need to eat your food, PP. And he looked up at me and then he started eating the food. When I stood right there, he ate it. Like ate it. And like not like just nibbled around it, but like he ate it. But then he did that for like 5 minutes and then he looked up at me and he like walked away. And like half the plate was left. I was like, damn it, PP. You know, and our vet had always said, she said, I would rather have a lean dog with heart disease than a heavy dog with heart disease. So, you know, she's always happy with his weight, but I don't want him to get thin. Like, I don't want him, you know, and PP's never been heavy and he's never been super thin. So, but he's doing much better today. He was running around the backyard and chasing his brothers, and then I had to, like, he's so funny. At one point, like, Boo and Tucker came inside, and I was like, PP! I was like, come on, PP, let's go inside, let's have treats. And he just, like, looked at me. And so I, like, walked inside, and I was, like, doing some other stuff, and I came back out there, because, like, he just walked around the backyard, and I go, PP, I go, come on, we gotta have treats, let's go. And he just, like, stopped and looked at me, and then he kept on, like, sniffing the grass. So I let him keep on walking around. I went back out there like 3 or 4 minutes later. And I go, PP, I go, you better come on. And he just stopped and looked at me and I go, okay, I guess no treats then. And he came like running inside. It was so funny. It's so weird, you know, like Alex said to me yesterday, he said, I'm starting to worry that maybe PP is starting to wind down. You know, that they, because like a lot of what we've read, I need to stay off those articles, but like, my vet always tells me that. She's like, every situation is completely different. Do not read articles about that stuff. But, you know, they'll say, oh, dogs with heart disease start to wind down and they get real lethargic at the end and they lose their appetite. You know, it's like, so I pick, you know, and choose symptoms that PP has and put them all together and basically say, well, it's over, you know. And then I get real worried and real stressed out. And so Alex was like, yesterday, he was like, because PP just didn't seem himself at all. And he was like, I think maybe he's starting to wind down. And Alex got real upset. And I was like, oh, I'm not ready for this. You know, I'm just not. I'm not ready for my life to change that drastically, I guess. And, I mean, we don't have any control, you know, over when pets go. I get so many, you know, comments in the comment sections from you guys. It just breaks my heart for you when you're like, oh, you know, I lost my dog today, or... And I always feel so horrible for you guys, you know? And I mean, I know it's a part of of life, you know, but... So anyway, I was worried I was going to wake up and he was going to be 10 times worse than he had been on Thursday, but that wasn't the case. So he was 100% better, and I was very happy about it. And he's doing good this morning, because right before I left, I took them out, and he just leaped off the bed to go outside, and I took him outside, and then I gave him his morning medicine stuff, so... Anyway, I was singing that Donna song for Alex. I was like, oh, Donna. He was like, I was like, do you know that song? He was like, no. And, I'd actually downloaded it like a couple weeks ago, and so I have it like on my iPad, or what do you call it when it's in your phone? Just your iTunes? Is that what you call it? Just your iTunes? I was like, here, I'm gonna play it for you. He was not impressed, and I was standing up and I was like swaying it, and I was using it as like a microphone, and I had a girl and I wasn't there. But my favorite part of this song, what's my favorite part? Well, it's not till the very end. I didn't realize it until I was listening to the song. It's like the last 30 seconds. So then I was like, do you know Richie Valens? And he was like, didn't he die in a plane? And I go, is that all you know, about Richie Valens? And he goes, well, what do you know? And I go, didn't you see the movie? And he goes, what movie? And then I couldn't remember what the movie was called, you guys, and I had to like look it up. And I couldn't remember it, and I looked up Richie Valens movies. Well, apparently, to my idiocy, Richie Valens was like in a ton of movies, like in the 50s or 60s or whatever, you know, like Elvis was. And so it pulled up all of those movies, and I was like, what was that? And then all of a sudden it pulled up Lou Diamond Phillips' picture, and I was like, yes, Lou Diamond Phillips, that's who it is. And it was La Bamba, and I had totally forgot that it was da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, la-la-la-la-la-la Bamba. So I said to Alex, this is truly what it is like living with me, just so you know. So for you 14 haters that dislike my video every day, this is what it would be like for you all the time. But anyway, I was like, do you know that movie? And he was like, what movie? And I was like, la 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 Bamba. I know I missed or added a few laws in there. But anyway, I hope I got one of my haters to at least smile just a little bit, because y'all are so bitter. But anyway, better! He said, of course I know that movie. I go, well, you don't know Donna. He goes, well, who's Donna? And I go, Donna was his girlfriend in the movie. He goes, he died in a plane accident. I go, I know he died in a plane accident, Alex, but he had a girlfriend, her name was Donna, and he wrote a song for her. Was she his wife or something? I can see her in the movie. Whatever happened to Lou Diamond Phillips? So Alex and I tonight, I got done with my videos. He came home. I did not start my diet today. I'm sure it's a real surprise to people, and I'm real let down over it. But anyway, I was like, well, maybe Monday. Anyway, maybe Monday in June. I mean, it's just a joke, isn't it? So anyway, I got food, not healthy food either. I got Burger King. And so anyway, and sat there and ate, and he had all this chili, and we watched both episodes, the last 2 episodes of American Horror Story that we hadn't watched. It's so still on the, I was at the end and didn't even know it. It's so still on the lake this morning. But we watched both episodes of American Horror Story that we hadn't seen. And, yeah, it was good. I might have gotten Burger King and a Crunchwrap Supreme. A black bean Crunchwrap Supreme. And my husband might have had several bowls of chili and 2 cookies from Melissa's. Look, it was Friday night. Anyway. So, yeah, so we watched American Horror Story. I'm trying to think what the episodes were. They were good. It just doesn't seem very cohesive to me this season. I'll have to say, this is one of the seasons, American Horror Story. It's called 1984 if you're not watching it. And it's basically like modeled after like 80s horror movie, of which you know I love. And like I was really excited about it when it started, and I'm not excited about it now. Like it's okay. Like I enjoy watching it, and I enjoy it. I enjoy having a show together that Alex and I watch. He really doesn't like the season, and but I'm just not that excited about it. I just don't think it's that good. I find myself talking about other stuff. Like we were sitting there, we both love Billy Lords, I think is her name. And so he was like, he said something about her tonight. And I said, I love her. I said, she's fantastic. She was in Scream Queens too. And he was like, she just came out of nowhere. And I said, she's one of the richest women in Hollywood. And he goes, what? And I go, she's one of the richest women in Hollywood. And he said, we have this argument every time, he forgets who she is. And he goes, from doing Scream Queens in this show, no she's not. And I go, her mother was Carrie Fisher, and her grandma was Debbie Reynolds. I don't know why I can always never remember it's Debbie Reynolds. And I said, I think she and her brother split the inheritance or something like that. Or she and Carrie Fisher's brother split the inheritance or something like that. And he was like, really? I was like, yeah. I go, Carrie Fisher, Princess Leia from Star Wars. He's like, I know. He was so cute tonight. Alex had all the dogs around him. But then because all the dogs, Boo and Tucker were like right together. It was so cute. But because so he sits down and then he puts a blanket over his lap. And then the dogs like all sit on the blanket around him. But then he thinks that is a reason to have me go get him things. So he was like, I have some sprees in there. But he said they were sweet tarts. He was like, I have some sweet tarts in there. Can you get those for me? And I went in there. And I was like, you mean sprees? He was like, yeah, sprees. Can you give me my sprees? I was like, yeah, sure. Then he was like, can you give me another blanket? Like, is there anything else you want me to do? Because you can't get up. He's like, I have the dogs. He kept on going, I have the dogs. Oh, man. I met a girl. Oh, that's my favorite part where it goes, oh, Jana. But that's at the very end, in case you want to know. It's like literally in the last 30 seconds. We went to a friend's house the other night that's like up the street, and we came from the other way, like down here, coming this way, and I never go down there. Like, I always turn around in this church, which is like out in the middle of nowhere anyway. If you live in Indianapolis, I'm in Oak Landon right now, which I have no reason to drive to Oak Landon, right? It's kind of out in the middle of nowhere. So, but it's like the backside of Geist, which is where I grew up. So if you go down here, there's like a gas station and like strip malls and stuff like that. So we came from that direction and we were going over here, and Alex goes, said something about where, he goes, oh, I know where we are now. He was like, you know, me and so-and-so used to go to lunch over here all the time because Alex used to do a bunch of work stuff over here. And I was like, oh yeah. And all of a sudden we passed this church and I was like, that's that church that I turn around in all the time. It's at 800, the street is 800, like 800 North or something. I can't see what it says, 800 Northwest or something. And I thought it said Boo on it. I was like, oh my God, it's Boo Street. That's so hilarious. And all of the corn is gone out here. Whenever I tell Alex that, like, I'll be like, oh yeah, I vlog out here. And he'll be like, you vlog out here? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, you come out all the way out here and vlog. And I'm like, yeah, where do you think I vlog? Around our neighborhood? Like 200 times or something? I just got the biggest craving for a Dr. Pepper. I don't even know why. Doesn't that sound so good though right now, Dr. Pepper? You're probably like, no. Why would you just randomly think of that? Because I do. It sounds delicious to me. I want to get a bunch of Christmas candles and Christmas stuff. I don't know when I want to put up the Christmas decorations this year. Well, really, it's just my little tree. But I might buy some other things this year and put it up too. But I don't want the house to be too cluttered. Although the other day I said to Alex, did he bring it up or did I bring it up? Because we were talking about getting new sheets. I love that comforter. I love so much. We might need to get like another one in a different color or something, so that when we clean them, we can just put the new one on. But he said, I was thinking about getting some new sheets, and I said, do you want to get another pair of sheets? Because I really liked that brand of jersey sheets I got. And that's what I meant. And he was like, yeah, do you want to get flannel? And I go, flannel? And he was like, I haven't had flannel sheets in forever, but I like flannel looking sheets that are jersey, you know? And he was like, yeah, you know, and because I had said to him, I said to him like a month or two ago, like, could we get some flannel sheets? So I like how they look, and I think they're cute and masculine and stuff. And he was like, yeah, he was like, we can get some flannel sheets. And then the other day he like mentioned it. He was like, are we gonna get the flannel sheets? And I was like, well, we can. I can't believe that, like, I don't know what just made me think of this, that like every day of my dad's life, like he's been up for like 2 hours already. Like I know if I went to my dad's house right now, like he would have like read the newspaper, had like his first 2 cups of coffee for the day, and be like completely showered and dressed for the day, even on a Saturday. My dad was never like the type that, like, when he went into work, my dad is a super sharp dresser. And when I was a kid, he like went to Chicago and he got his suits from this store called Mark Shale in Chicago. And my dad always wore the coolest suits. Like, in the winter, I just remember he had the most beautiful suits, and they were like, you know, all these tweeds and, you know, and then he would have just really pretty ties, and he always just looked like a college professor, you know, at Yale or something like that. And he wears little round rim glasses and stuff. And so anyway, my dad, my dad loves clothes, and he's just, but like those kind of clothes, you know, he's just a sharp dresser. But you know how like some people, like I can remember like when I was talking to Caroline, my cousin Caroline, about her dad, my Uncle Dave, and she would say, you know, Dad every day, no matter what, gets up and he puts on like khakis and like a button-down collared shirt, you know? Well, that is not my dad. That is not my dad. My dad is very much, like he gets up every day and takes a shower. He like gets up, reads the paper. My dad reads like every day, like the Wall Street Journal, the New York Times, every single day. And drinks his coffee, and then probably reads some other book. My dad's always reading some obscure book about something that you would never, he goes to the bookstore and he buys like, he only reads nonfiction, and he buys like, you know, 5 or 10 books on topics that you have never heard of before about things. I mean, he just reads everything random. So when we go and see him, he's always telling us about, you know, something completely random about like this religious organization, you know, in this island that nobody's ever heard of. Not religious organization, but religious group or whatever, you know, or it'll be about a certain way to like, you know, make tea, or some animal that's extinct or something. He's always reading about all these like just really random things. But anyway, but like on the weekends, my dad would get up, you know, and he would, showered and ready, but he would always just like in the summer, you know, put on like shorts and a t-shirt. My dad always, so this idea of me collecting t-shirts wherever I go, my dad did it. And it wasn't so much like a thing that he collected. I wouldn't say that he collected them. He just always bought t-shirts wherever he went. So like, you know, my entire childhood was filled with my dad. My dad has worn Patagonia since I can remember. And he always would wear these like grayish or khaki Patagonia shorts that were kind of like mid-thigh, but they were like sailor shorts, because, you know, my dad always was on a boat, and because he had his own sailboat, and then he just was always on sailboats. He did like a lot of like medical missionary work on sailboats and stuff like that. So then he would have a t-shirt on top of it that would say like Honduras, or, you know, St. Thomas or something, you know. He had all these t-shirts, mostly from like the Caribbean, that he would wear, and that he would get grabbed in the airport or whatever, or some bar that, you know, like restaurant, like in these places. My dad was like such a cool guy. He, and you know, he was single for a long time too, and he really enjoyed, I think, being single. And I mean, he enjoys being with my stepmom, but I think the time that he was single, he enjoyed it, because every winter, it would scare my mom to death. This was after they were separated, but he would go to Banff, Alberta, Canada. I think that's correct. And he would hike in the Canadian Rockies by himself. I have several t-shirts from when I was a kid that said Banff on them, and he did too. But he would hike there when he was a kid, or when I was a kid, by himself. He would go up there for like 2 or 3 weeks. He actually dated this girl for a while that he met up there, and she was from New Zealand, and she was like one of the editors on the movie The Man from Snowy River. But anyway, she was like a world traveler. That was before like people just had like a backpack and traveled, I remember. He was so excited. She came to like visit. She stayed for an extended period of time, and we like watched that movie, which I don't think I ever really understood. But anyway, and at the very end, her name was in the credits. But my dad, that was when he did a lot of traveling like that. That's when he did like a lot of the medical work, like in Honduras and places like that. My mom would be like, I can't believe that he's taking all these risks. That was when he went to the US Open. So, okay. My dad, so I come from a big tennis family. Like, my family loves tennis. So my dad went to the US Open one year, but he wanted to get like courtside. So he made up these, he bought a huge, my dad loves cameras, he always has. And so he had just bought this brand new Nikon camera, I think it was. And he had this like huge, what do you call it? Like neck thing. It was like this big, you know? And it was like one of these, it was like, this is in the 70s. This was like 78, right? And it was like, it looked like a camera strap, but that was like woven, like hippie woven, you know what I mean? It was very artsy and colorful. And he like grew a beard out so that he looked like just some like random photographer that was like, you know, and then he had these like jean cutoff shorts on, and like he has pictures of himself at his house, like, okay, and like these huge tube socks pulled up, and then he had on like just some t-shirt that said like St. Thomas or something on it, and he went with this huge camera, and he literally, I mean, this is back in the day, like today you couldn't do it probably, you know, but that he made this like some, I can't, like Sports Illustrated or something like that, he made a press pass and laminated it. He laminated it and everything, and he went there and got courtside, and literally got pictures of these guys courtside, and at the US Open in New York City, and has pictures of him like, you know, down on one like, you know, knee like this, like taking pictures and stuff that people took of him. That's so funny that my dad did that. My dad is somebody that is like totally unafraid. Like he is unafraid, and really, and we talk a lot about this word unbothered. Like he is really unbothered. Like it's funny how it has changed for him though over time. Like when I was younger, you know, like he would get really incensed, is not really the word, but like, you know, if you told him something, he would get kind of heated about it. Not really heated, but like, okay, this isn't okay, and blah, blah, blah. He just isn't like that today. Like if you tell him something, you know, he's just like, he just kind of laughs, you know, he's like, okay, you know, like, he just doesn't give things any time or energy that he doesn't care about, if that makes sense. Like, he loves his dog, he loves my stepmom, he loves me, he loves Alex, he loves the house, he loves being on the water, he loves his work. Other than that, he loves to read, he loves to travel. Other than that, he doesn't pay it a whole lot of attention. He just doesn't, you know? My jaw is hurting, I don't know why. Boo Radley is always the last dog to wake up, usually. Well, Pee-Pee has been the last couple days, but Boo Radley usually is. And Tucker's always the first one to wake up. But tonight, Boo Radley, I had to wake him up to take them outside. And Boo Radley was crying while he was dreaming. He was like, you know, running in his sleep, and he was like, Well, it was so cute. What do you think dogs dream of? You think they just dream of like running outside, or chasing birds, or eating snacks? Or when you think about the fact that like our dogs or cats or pets or whatever, they know us, and they kind of recognize probably some people on the street, or friends that, or family that we have that come by, and that's the limitation of their world, you know? Although, like, as much as dogs seem to understand, I really think they understand a lot more than we give them credit for. I also think that dogs watch TV. I don't think they understand it, but I think they actually can see images. Like, I was reading something, and it said a long time ago, and it said that dogs can't see like the images that are on a TV. And then I read something recently. Is that a new strip mall? What is that? What is that? Oh, I've got to go see what this is. Is this a Tide Cleaners drive-through? What is that? I want to go there. I might have to try that for my review channel. But, then I read something recently, and it said that dogs do know what is, this is like a brand new thing. It's kind of back care. Kind of hard to get to though. That they do know, like when they're watching TV, what they're seeing. Which is funny because like our dogs watch TV. Boo Radley has no clue what's on that TV. But PP kind of watches it and he kind of goes like this and watches it, you know? Tide cleaners. I don't get it. Drive-through entrance. Do you think it's like you drop your clothes off? It's gotta be. I'm gonna look it up because I wanna know. I wanna know if she really loves me. Oh my God, they're everywhere. Dry cleaning and laundry. Wash and fold. Tide Cleaners planning to open 5 indie area franchises. Why can't I get to the article? I don't want to leave a comment. It says you must be logged in to leave a comment. I don't care to be I don't care. I just want to read the article. What's the problem? Tide Cleaners provides personalized washing, folding, dry cleaning, and alterations. The future of laundry care, brought to you by America's #1 trusted brand. What are people going back to all of that? Like, oh, there's a little dog park in there. How cute is that by that apartment complex? But I will tell you what's funny is, it seems like it was so long ago that we didn't have a washer and dryer. Do you remember that period of time that we didn't have a washer and dryer? And we had to go to the laundromat, which I quite frankly loved going to the laundromat. Nowadays, it seems like, well, I don't right now because our washer and dryer is so fast that like, I put a load of wash in and then I get it done and then that's it. But it seems like I do a load of wash like every single day. I do something. Whether it's towels and linens. Actually, I need to do towels. We have so many towels though. We don't have so many towels to clean. We have so many towels, period. So like we clean them and then we put them, you know, away. Then we have more towels that we bring out because we always buy towels. It seems like whenever there's like a sale like on nice towels, like, well, Alex is good about that, about buying towels. I usually buy like the bedding and he buys towels. So yeah. But I used to like always, like once we got the washer and dryer, I would always have something in the washer or the dryer and, you know, be like running it. I don't so much. I wonder if that place is open, that Rise place. It's interesting to me that a lot of these like brunch places are not open at 5 till 7 on Saturday morning. I'm really kind of surprised by that. I think Patachou's open by now. It's at the end and I didn't know it. I said this was gonna be short and look, it ended up being long. I'm awake now. I don't think that I'm gonna be able to go back to bed, which is fine because then I can just make my videos for the day that I wanna make and stuff. But, part of the problem is I don't know what I'm gonna make my videos about just yet. Well, I could drive around and listen to my audiobook. God knows I need to do that, so. What is with all this crazy construction? Anyway, I think I'm gonna get off here now and just make this a little bit shorter, and I'll try to vlog longer tomorrow, you guys. Oh my God, this huge detour. What does it say? I'm gonna go this way because I don't know how to go that way around. But anyway, I'm gonna get off here now and listen to, I guess, my audiobook. I wanna get a Dr. Pepper. But I've gotta go, oh, I've gotta buy Carlitos' birthday present. I still have to go do that. So anyway, I'm gonna go to the Meijer and do that. I hope you guys are having an amazing Saturday, unless you have other plans. But like I always say, do not have other plans. Enjoy your day, make the most of it. Do something today. Are you kidding me? This road is closed too. I feel like I'm stuck in the Twilight Zone. Anyway, do something today, road closed to through traffic. Do something today that that you're gonna look back on and be proud of or happy that you did. You're exchanging a day of your life for it. Life is not a dress rehearsal. And make sure that you look in yourself in the mirror. Back up. If nobody else has told you this today, I love you. Make sure that you look at yourself in the mirror every single day and you say to yourself, I love you, you are valuable, you are important. Important. And you allow yourself to know your own self-value and your own self-worth. You gotta start telling ourselves that on a daily basis. And most importantly, make sure that you pass it on to somebody else and let them know that they are important to you. Live your life with compassion, love, and kindness. And I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya!